Ever wonder what really goes on between those intense whispers and heated exchanges on the court? If you've ever wanted to know the secrets behind the NBA's most legendary trash talkers and how they use words as weapons, then this video is your courtside pass to the verbal battles that make basketball even more exciting. What's up, hoop fans? Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into one of the most entertaining aspects of the game that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, the art of trash talking in the NBA. So grab your favorite jersey, settle into your couch like it's courtside seats, and let's get into it. Now, before we start dishing out the dirt on the league's most notorious motor mouths, let's lay down some facts about trash talking in professional basketball. When I say it's a big part of the game, I'm not just blowing hot air. This makes us wonder, why is trash talking such a prevalent part of the NBA culture? Of course, the competitive nature of the sport is a given, but there's more to it than just trying to get under your opponent's skin. Trash talking in the NBA has evolved into an art form, a psychological weapon that can be just as impactful as a well-timed three-pointer or a monster dunk. In fact, trash talking has the ability to disrupt an opponent's focus, boost a player's own confidence, and even swing the momentum of a game. It's like a verbal crossover, leaving defenders, or in this case the trash talk targets, off balance and second-guessing themselves. Now let's break down the science behind why trash talking can be so effective on the basketball court. It all comes down to how our brains process verbal information during high-stress situations. When a player is in the middle of a game, their brain is already working overtime. They're processing visual information, making split-second decisions, and coordinating complex physical movements. Now throw in some well-timed verbal jabs, and you're adding another layer of cognitive load to their already busy brain. This extra mental processing can lead to what psychologists call cognitive interference. Basically, the trash talk acts like mental static, disrupting the player's focus and potentially affecting their performance. It's like trying to sink a free throw while someone's blaring an air horn in your ear. Not impossible, but definitely more challenging. But wait, there's more to trash talking than just being a nuisance. Studies in sports psychology have shown that strategic use of trash talk can actually enhance the trash talker's performance. How? It's all about confidence and self-fulfilling prophecies. When a player engages in trash talk, they're not just trying to psyche out their opponent, they're also psyching themselves up. By verbally asserting their superiority, they're reinforcing their own confidence and creating a mental state where they believe they can back up their words with actions. This self-belief can lead to what's known as the hot hand phenomenon. When a player feels confident, they're more likely to take risks, play more aggressively, and potentially perform at a higher level. It's a basketball version of fake it till you make it. Except these NBA stars are definitely not faking their skills. Now let's talk about some of the all-time great trash talkers in NBA history and how they've used this verbal art to their advantage. First up, we've got to mention the king of trash talk himself, Michael Jordan. MJ wasn't just the GOAT on the court, he was also a master of psychological warfare. One of his most famous lines was directed at Muggsy Bogues, the shortest player in NBA history. During a crucial playoff game, Jordan allegedly told Bogues, "Shoot it, you f***ing midget." Bogues missed the shot and later said that this moment ruined his career. While that might be an exaggeration, it shows the potential power of well-timed trash talk. Then we have Larry Bird, the Boston Celtics legend known for his deadly accurate shooting and equally sharp tongue. Bird was so confident in his abilities that he would often tell opponents exactly what he was going to do before doing it. In one All-Star game, Bird walked into the locker room and asked, "Who's coming in second?" He then went on to win the three-point contest. Now that's backing up your trash talk. Moving into more recent times, we can't forget about Kevin Garnett, aka KG. Garnett was known for his intense, often bizarre trash talk that would leave opponents confused and off balance. One of his most infamous moments was when he allegedly told Carmelo Anthony that his wife tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios. While the truth of this statement is debated, it shows how personal and outrageous NBA trash talk can get. But trash talking isn't always about insults and put-downs. Some players, like Kobe Bryant, used trash talk as a form of respect. Kobe was known to challenge opponents he respected, almost daring them to try and stop him. This type of trash talk isn't just about getting in someone's head. It's about pushing both yourself and your opponent to elevate your games. Now you might be thinking, isn't trash talking just bad sportsmanship? Well, it's not that simple. While there are certainly lines that shouldn't be crossed, Many players and fans see trash talking as part of the game's culture and entertainment value. In fact, some of the most memorable moments in NBA history have come from trash talking exchanges. Who can forget Reggie Miller's famous choke sign to Spike Lee during the 1994 playoffs? Or Dikembe Mutombo's finger wag after blocking a shot? These moments add flavor to the game, creating narratives and rivalries that keep fans engaged beyond just the X's and O's. But like any powerful tool, trash talk needs to be used responsibly. The NBA has rules against excessive taunting and unsportsmanlike conduct. Cross the line, and you might find yourself hit with a technical foul or even a suspension. It's a delicate balance between competitive spirit and respect for the game. So, how can players master the art of trash talking without going too far? Here are a few tips from the pros. 1. Keep it clever. The best trash talk is often more witty than crude. A clever jab can be more effective and less likely to cross the line. 2. Back it up. There's nothing worse than talking big and then failing to deliver. The greatest trash talkers in NBA history were also some of the greatest players. 3. Know your opponent. What rattles one player might motivate another. The best trash talkers study their opponents and tailor their approach. 4. Use it strategically. Trash talk can be a powerful tool, but overuse it and it loses its impact. The most effective trash talkers know when to speak up and when to let their game do the talking. 5. Be prepared for retaliation. If you dish it out, you better be ready to take it. Trash talking often invites a response, so be prepared for some verbal volleys coming your way. Now, I could go on and on about the psychology of trash talking, its impact on performance, and the many legendary exchanges in NBA history. But how much trash talk is too much? And when does it stop being part of the game and start being a problem? Well, I've got some thoughts on that too. While trash talking can add excitement to the game, it's important to remember that there are limits. Personal attacks, racist or discriminatory language, and threats are never acceptable. The NBA has been cracking down on excessive trash talking in recent years, trying to find a balance between preserving the competitive spirit of the game and maintaining a respectful environment. Some argue that this crackdown is taking away from the game's intensity and personality. Others say it's a necessary step to keep the focus on basketball skills rather than verbal warfare. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. So how can we appreciate the art of trash talking while keeping the game respectful and focused on basketball? Here are a few suggestions. 1. Celebrate clever, in-the-moment trash talk that adds to the game's excitement without crossing personal or ethical lines. 2. Recognize trash talking as a skill that, when used properly, can be part of a player's competitive toolkit. 3. Understand the context and history behind famous trash-talking moments rather than just the words themselves. 4. Appreciate players who can engage in spirited on-court banter but still show respect for their opponents off the court. 5. Encourage a balance between the emotional, personal aspect of trash talking and the physical, skill-based elements of the game. Remember, at its best, trash talking isn't just about insults, it's about the mental game of basketball. It's about confidence, strategy, and the psychological warfare that happens alongside the physical battles on the court. And that's the final buzzer on our deep dive into the art of trash talking in the NBA. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the verbal volleys that make the game even more exciting. Before I end this video, don't forget to slam that like button. Pass this video to your fellow basketball fans by sharing. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel for more basketball moments.